Hello, my friends. And if you look up in the sky today or go to the ADSB exchange or Flight Radar, you will see Air Force 1 and Air Force 2. Check it out. Here is Air Force 1, call sign registration 82-800. Air Force 1. Air Force 2 is right behind him. Registration 09-0015. Boeing 752, B752. What's going on here? Air Force 2, are they in a race with Air Force 1? So here's the deal. If you want to track Air Force 1 and Air Force 2, the best way to do it is go to the ADSB exchange and hit this U right here to see all military aircraft. Then go to Washington, because right next to Washington is Joint Base Andrews. That's the home base of Air Force 1 and Air Force 2. That's where they always take off and land at, depending on where they're going. But that's the home base. That's where the aircraft are stored and waiting for the president and vice president to get on them and fly. So check it out. You need to get on there right now because Air Force 1 is very seldom trackable. Okay, they almost never have their beacon on, and if you will look now, he's turning. So 82-800. Let's check if we can find him in Flight Radar. So you take 82-800, you can copy and paste it, go to Flight Radar, and we will try. Okay, let's go to Washington again. Now with Flight Radar, you can't just filter for, there's Air Force 2. You can't filter for military aircraft. So what was that registration from Air Force 1? Oh, let's try it. We'll put in a filter. Aircraft registration, right there, 82-800. And as you can see, he's not showing up in Flight Radar. Air Force 1 is very hard to track. So, as you can see, Air Force 2 is showing up all the time in Flight Radar, but Air Force 1 is not here. This is Air Force 2 right here, okay? That's Air Force 2. Now he disappeared because I have a filter set. Okay, let's take off the filter, and you can see that we cannot find Air Force 1, B747. So, well, let's go back then to ADSB. Shall we try it again? Here we see B742. So we can also filter by aircraft types in Flight Radar. And we also see, where is he over? He's right over Cumberland. Let's go back to Flight Radar and see if we can see Air Force 1, right? So, okay, so you see it's harder to find. So here is Cumberland. I don't see any big aircraft near there at all. You see, you don't see Air Force 1. Let's set a filter. Here's Air Force 2. See, no call sign. But as you can see, that's Air Force 2. Let's set a filter, B742, to try to get that darned Air Force 1 in the picture. Okay, aircraft type. Oh, so B742. B742. You saw that that was the aircraft type in the ADSB. Set the filter, and you see, they don't like showing Air Force 1. If I was the president of the United States, I wouldn't put my aircraft in these online thingy-dingies. Because remember, it's a choice. They can choose to be on or off. That's the ADSB transponder. You can turn it on or off. All military aircraft have one, F-15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, there's no 17. And they choose, for whatever reasons, they choose to be seen. As you can see, nothing. Let's try another filter, B752, aircraft type, B752. Set the filter. Shingawa, Pinchy Way, there he is. Air Force 2. Yep. Okay, so my friends, once again, the simplest and easiest way to track Air Force 1 and Air Force 2 is to go to the ADSB exchange and hit that U for military air. Right like this. See that U in the top right? That's military aircraft. That's all aircraft, military. Now you notice I marked Air Force One. I can hit the I, isolate. Boom! You just got Air Force One on the screen. And of course, just like in Flight Radar, you go to the ADSB exchange and you can have the cool pictures here. You click on the picture and it goes to this cool site here called Plane Spotter. So just as good as what you call it, FlightRadar.24. You got all the cool information. You can look. Everything's clickable. Airframe info, bunch of stuff here. Actually, I like planespotters.net better, but Flight Radar looks better than ADSB. So this is the ADSB exchange, and uh, Flight Radar just looks better. But as you can see, the functionality in ADSB is better. Okay, let's take off this isolate thing so that we can see the Air Force 2 also. Look at that. Are they in a race? Air Force 2 is flying right behind Air Force 1. I wonder where they're going. I wonder why the vice president is not in the same aircraft as the president. Are these aircraft weaponized? Do they have air-to-air attack capability with AMRAAMs or Sidewinders? We don't know. Is the vice president lining up for a shot? I mean, look, she's got his six right now. Kamala Harris is the vice president. She's got Joseph Biden's six. I'd be sweating if I was Joseph Biden. So, to summarize, my friends, if you're trying to track Air Force 1 and Air Force 2, go to Washington in either app and then go to the lower right of Washington, and there is Joint Base Andrews. And this will maximize your chances of finding Air Force 1, Air Force 2 on either platform, Flight Radar 24 or ADSB Exchange. I hope you liked that video. Hit all of the buttons down there. I need all the likes I can get. Okay, my friends, have fun tracking them. They're in a race right now, and I look forward to seeing you at the top.